Hey everybody, and thank you so much for joining me today here on Blind Whiskey Reviews, the most honest reviews on YouTube. As always, if you're liking the videos, don't forget to hit the subscribe button down below and click the bell notification right next to it. That way you'll know every time I'm uploading a new video and every time I'm starting a new live stream. So today we're going to be doing another Speedy sample review, and if you haven't joined me for one of these before, in these two boxes I have 24 samples of whiskey, or maybe something else, that were provided to me by distilleries out there to review, by friends out there in the whiskey world, and these are also whiskeys that I've already reviewed, have put in a sample bottle a few months after we've opened the bottle so we can see how that whiskey's doing with a little bit of airtime. If this is a re-review, I'll link it up here in the corner and down in the description below. And just a side note, I'm going to be doing some extra of these Speedy sample reviews, and maybe some of them in lieu of a few of the bottle reviews that I would normally put out every week. I got an abundance of samples I need to get through, and I really want to get these things done for you guys, so we'll be doing some extra Speedy sample reviews coming up over the course of probably like this month. So anyways, you can expect to see those popping up in your feed. Without further ado, let's jump into the review. So we've got 24 samples programmed into our random number generator. Today we'll be reviewing sample number 12. So that's easy. This box has 12. This one in the corner is that. Pour a little bit of whiskey. Already looks pretty dark and I'm already smelling it. It smells pretty decent from here. Let's see if that holds up. Let's get a quick nose on this. Very dark. Very dark. Very rich, but we got some light fruit. A little bit of apple, a little bit of red fruit and berry. Hint of vanilla. Not getting too many like oaky qualities. Maybe that touch of vanilla is kind of our little bit of oakiness there, but mainly staying in like the fruity realm right now. Smells pretty decent. Let's get a taste. Cheers. Wow, there is a lot going on here. First thing that hits your tongue is just this big pop of fruitiness and extra fruitiness. I say this a lot and I'm wrong a lot, but it has that like wine finish quality to it where you just get this abundance of fruit. It's not like your normal fruity, a lot of times in bourbon you get some light fruity notes, maybe a little berry, cherry, apple, and then it kind of blends into some other things. No, the first pop you get on this thing is a big fruity just explosion. And that fruit really carries all the way over the palate, but it definitely changes. So the front of the palate, you do get some of those light fruits, the apple, but there's definitely some darker fruits to kind of blend in with it, some berry characters. I'm going to have to re-hone in on the mid-palate. I will tell you that this last sip, I definitively got at the back of my palate a very strong, like, it morphed into this, like, bitter grapefruit, which is super unique. That is probably a character I don't think I've ever tasted in a whiskey, is this very distinct, like, grapefruit-like character. And I'm kind of liking it. You get a lot of pop up front and a lot of pop in the back. Mid palate, it just kind of flattens out a touch, which is fine because you're getting a little bit of carryover from the front and a little bit of carryover from the back, so it kind of meets in the middle. It does drop off a little bit right in the middle of the palate. And you're left with this very strong, bitter grapefruit, a slight oakiness, and maybe even a touch of like pepper, black pepper. This is a very interesting whiskey. I have no idea what to think of it because it is incredibly unique in terms of the types of flavors that I'm tasting here. Let's get one more taste in. Definitely not something I've tasted before. I don't think this is going to be a re-review. Yeah, there's definitely some black pepper in the back as well. Lots of flavors here, though. Lots of fruity characters. Definitely not a standard bourbon profile. You can't find a lot of those classic bourbon flavors here. They are very much dominated by different things. But I think it's a very interesting whiskey. I just can't get over that grapefruit taste. I mean, it's very unique. I've never tasted that in a whiskey before. I've gotten citrus before for sure, lots of times, but this is definitively grapefruit. So anyways, proof-wise, this feels a little bit high. I'm feeling like maybe we're over 100. It's got a pretty distinct burn on the tongue. Maybe we're in that like 105 range, maybe 110. This is such an interesting whiskey. I'm really enjoying it. I don't know how I'd feel about drinking an entire bottle of it necessarily at this point, but I need to spend some more time with this whiskey. But I think it's good. I think it's very interesting and incredibly unique. So it gets a few bonus points for that. I'm going to give this, and as I always say in these Speedy sample reviews, take the review with a grain of salt. I've spent like 2 or 3 minutes with this whiskey, so you really need to spend more time with your whiskey. However, on this review, I'm going to give this whiskey a very solid 84. I just love the unique qualities here, and I think they have done a very good job of blending some of these flavors and creating something very unique and tasty here. And you know, for us whiskey drinkers, you like something a little bit different, because if every whiskey tasted the same, this would be a boring game to be in. So let's see what this product is. This is why I cannot put my finger on what this is. This is the Daniel Boujou Royal Brut de... I'm going to butcher this, I apologize. End of the day, this is a cognac. Grand Champagne Cognac. 120 proof. This was provided to me by one of the viewers. Fred, thank you very much for sending me this sample. I'm glad I finally got to it. And I will be doing a video, hopefully soon, exploring some of the different casks that they've been finishing bourbons and whiskeys in, so we can kind of see what flavors these things contribute. And you can kind of see what this is. This was a bit spicy, had a lot of fruity character to it, and you can kind of see how that impacts when they finish stuff in a cognac barrel. I mean, you can see that these flavors definitely pop up. I need to do a little more research on this particular cognac. I don't know how old it is. A lot of cognacs tend to be older, and armagnacs as well tend to be a little bit older than you would find in bourbons and some of the other American whiskeys. You know, a lot of times they're in the 20-year range age and more. So I got to do a little bit more research on this. I don't have any facts to throw at you guys at the moment, but I can tell you this is very interesting. It's very tasty. I'm enjoying it, and it really, this is the first cognac I've definitely reviewed on the channel, and maybe I've ever tasted. I don't think I've ever had cognac before. I just recently tried armagnac. So anyways, I'm rambling. This is not going to be as speedy as I want it to be. If you've tried Daniel Boujou, correct me if I'm mispronouncing it, please. Let me know in the comments down below, and let me know if you like cognac. Do you like drinking cognac neat? I think it's pretty tasty at this point, but again, probably my first one, so I don't know. Leave a comment down below and let me know what you think. And as always, you can follow me on Instagram and Twitter at blind_reviews. You can send me an email at blindwhiskeyreviews@gmail.com. And until next time, cheers.